As you can see, I was doing a video for completely different, for Dislight, another channel that I manage, and boom, NORRA reveal new champion. So I actually saw in my last video that people were saying, "Oh, NORRA, NORRA, NORRA." Like, who the hell is NORRA? Apparently, it's Yumi's master, and it's crazy because I play Yumi as a degenerate, as I should be, every once in a while, and it's crazy because I know her. She always talks about her master. Apparently, there's a video that shows it. If you guys want me to watch the video, please, you know, leave a comment if you guys want me to review it. But I have no idea what NORRA does, so let's click it and go.
I seem to have misplaced my self. Cup of tea? Fine by me.
All right, so she actually has the Nexus Ice Plan of Mysterious, so she actually can rate more. That's why I was kind of curious if like the new character was going to like make more of them, or were there only, I think there's only 3 cards, right? And I said it was going to be toxic. So the fact that she has more of it makes it even more toxic. She is a 2-drop, elusive, and at the same time, she's pure Bandle City, so you cannot splash her in other things, which I do like that. But what is crazy here, you've summoned 6 created allies, and that, in my personal opinion, is then going to make it very similar to, not similar, but it makes me really think about P&Z, like I said in the last video. More importantly, it also makes it like stuff like, let's say like the Onion, the highwayman tax breaker guys, whatever. He always creates another one, so it could be good for cards that also do create another card when they are summoned. Like the Demacia, they summon 2 of the same thing, so those archetypes will still be good with this as well, if you can't rely on her specifically. Also, it sounds like she doesn't need to see it as long as you've done it in general. I still think so far P&Z is going to be the best for that, but let me see the rest of it. Let's see what the level up, what's the payoff.
Fancy a cup of tea?
Boop.
The kettle.
There it is, Portal in the deck. He's like, I want her out of here, she's busted. Yumi, oh, they have to have dialogue.
I'm ignoring you, so you know I'm mad you left.
Bless my socks. Aren't you just a sight?
Oh, she's like older. All right, we
Step lively.
jump block.
Don't be shy. I got your 6 shortcakes.
The elusive Wincon.
Spittle spat.
She tried to kill her, but she couldn't because attach.
Water boiling then.
Doesn't even matter because you have Poke Stick. Living Library, that's a new card. Uh-oh. There's more portal nonsense. Yumi's boosting it up. No line there. Portal Palooza. Plant 2 mysterious portals randomly. See, it's getting dumb. And also there's a 5-drop, and I think that 6-drop is there too. Plant 2 portals. So yes, as I figured, you're gonna have a ton. This is gonna be so toxic. It's going to be dumb because it's gonna, if you hire, it's the top 4 cards. So you know you could definitely draw 4 cards. We've seen it, especially Bandle City combined with another thing, like I think it is Shurima or it is P&Z, and you could draw. You could definitely draw a lot, and you could have cards coming out. And remember, Mysterious Portal specifically states that if you do not have room, you create 0-cost copies of those cards, which is absolutely nuts. Oh boy, Victor, I hear you calling.
Portals
Yep.
everywhere.
Because you're gonna drop a bajillion of them.
Well, aren't you the cutest thing of a D I ever did see?
Rek'Sai. I like how she's fighting Lurk, which makes no sense.
Go.
Here it is.
On it and on 'em.
Yep, another portal. It's about to pay off right now. Created. Yeah, so those, yeah, and those things like that. Those things create.
Ooh, the suspense is terrible. I hope it
Oh, here it is. Level.
Portals up and down and all around.
That has to be one of the worst animations I've ever seen. She did nothing cool. I mean, everyone has like a decent thing. You know, maybe she doesn't really fight, and she's not a League of Legends character. So I actually, maybe that's an aesthetic to it. And I'm reading that thing, and I'm absolutely terrified. Oh no! Your mysterious portal now summons 4, 5, 6, or 7 cost followers instead. Dude, this is so fucking busted. Dude. because she only needs 6. And just imagine, okay, so to me that almost solidifies P and Z, just because I'm thinking of, I'll go, we'll look afterwards. But stop hitting me up to try to make me buy your products. But this really, there's a zero mana thing in P and Z, right? That you summon 2 things. That boom, that's 2 right there. And then if you draw one of these earlier cards, and then oh my god, you could have her leveled. I think maybe I feel like turn 4, maybe, or turn 3 is some extreme stuff. But I think turn 4 she can be leveled. And then you have these portals that are in the deck on your top 4 cards that start summoning nonsense. And again, it has nothing to do with region. So you could actually get the 7 cost evasive hybrid and just have all of a sudden now you have this Husk generation. This is actually busted, and I already said it was busted. And I think she's based off what I'm seeing, she's worth leveling. She's definitely worth leveling. This is absolutely stupid. Oh boy. Oh my god.
I think I'm quite ready for a new adventure.
It's random. You don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you block with. You need Overwhelm to kill this person, because they're gonna always have chump blockers. It doesn't matter. Oh, Medulla? Yeah, why not? Just throw it on the RNG. And Yumi's about to level? Oh, okay. There it is. But did they nerf it? Is it only 1 at a time? I could have swore that the portals before said that they were dropping a 2 or 3. Maybe they meant 2 or 3. So maybe I misread it. There's a possibility. I'm still looking to see the lot, and that's another Yordle card that's new too. So I might have misread it. Also, it shows that her champion card is that other card, the one that they reviewed before.
Home is just around the portal.
Tea maker. Oh my god.
Cup of tea, just what I needed.
And there goes the Biggle Dust. Wait, Biggle Dust is... Oh my god, I thought this was an Ionian card. It's actually in Bandle City. Dear Lord help us all. It's actually, I didn't know it was a Bandle card. You're dead. And you hated Kaiser? And you hated Kaiser. There's no way. That's so stupid. Let's see. What are the other new cards before I go into my epic rant? For each ally, plant a mysterious portal and 3 chimes in the top 10 cards of your deck, and plant a flash bomb trap and 3 puff craps on random cards in the enemy's deck. So it's a just every boon and trap that we have that exists in the game, put it on there. 7-mana burst, which I don't think you're gonna play that. That just seems way gimmicky. Like, yes, they have that. What is it? The origami slicer, but that just seems like of course it's epic, right? Of course it's epic, but it just seems so pointless to do that. I think your deck could be built better without that card, but there could be some fun with that. Maybe like Karma or something like that, and maybe Karma Bandle City, and you just you troll all the way to the bank. I don't know. Fae, this is the Fae card, so remember, Faes can be reduced, if I'm not mistaken, by the other thing, like, so you could really utilize this as much as you can. When I'm summoned, if one of your traps or boom was activated this round, draw 1. That's phenomenal. I like the art, the way that this thing looks like. It's actually really cool looking. And it's the other Yordle I couldn't see. Each round, the first time one of your traps or booms is activated, give all allies +1/+1 in impact this round. How disgusting do you have to be? Dude, this is so unbelievably strong. I don't see, and this is my prediction. Like, my last prediction of the last expansion or pack, whatever, was that Bard Zed was going to be strong. I knew Bard was going to be strong out of his ass. Like, there was no question that Bard was going to be strong to me. And the fact that he's leading the ladder, and the fact that other content creators said that he wasn't going to be strong, I was like, what are you, nuts? And I really honestly just based it on shrooms. Like, if you put enough shrooms in a deck, it becomes a threat. So I just assumed if you put enough boons, you get enough hits on certain characters, it's going to be a threat. This, however, oh yeah, so look, okay, so I did misread it the first time. 2 or 3 cost follower. It's only 1 follower coming, and then 0 cost if it's not. But the fact that this portal thing, like, it just synergizes so hard with Victor. specifically when your board is full. Because if you get her at Victor NORRA, I'm sorry, that's my deck. Because if you get it to the point where the board is full, you have chump blockers, and depending on what randomness that you get, they could be really good chump blockers. They can have really good defense. They could be perfectly fine. If you run other stuff like when I'm summoned, and you have the ability to, with P and Z, copy those cards and then play them again. With inside Bandle City, you have the Glimmering Lantern. The Glimmering Lantern allows you to play some of these fake cards very cheaply. It's it's kind of nuts. And the crazy part, like, yeah, she needs to strike, but they have other cards here, like like this Palooza card, the NORRA Palooza, this one, and the other 2-drop one. Oh, there it is, Magical Journey. They have other cards that you don't actually need to strike. You can just summon cards, so you can't stop them from doing it. If it was only like elusive cards, and I just noticed that the library is elusive as well. If it was other ways like that. Also, by the way, Nexus Strike is also synergized with Overwhelm as well, and I'm pretty sure Impact. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to do a testing in the game. I'll do it when this comes in, but I'm pretty sure if you have Nexus Strike and you do, I know if you do Overwhelm damage, it does trigger, but I'm not exactly sure if Impact counts towards that. But it's still really strong because it's too much RNG for you to really play against it. Like that's the thing. And there's a lot of chances where I assume, I'm making an assumption that she might be leveling on turn 3 or 4. Hold on, let me deep dive a little. Y'all got me messed up. You got me actually going in game. I actually think Victor, like, this is the Poro Cannon. I couldn't think of it. So Poro Cannon, it actually, obviously it helps if you play her, but I'm thinking about like just playing her when she's leveled, right? I think that there's an argument that you would just want to play her as soon as she's leveled. As soon as she's leveled, you want to play her. Just look at PMZ for this. Like, first, Production Surge is a good one, right? Because it could summon 2 to 3 cards depending on how much mana you spend. You have Poro Cannon. You have, I mean, countless ways of creating cards in the extra thing. Counterfeit copies is a thing that could be utilized on something. I think maybe depending on other cards that are in the archetype, that could be a fun little thing. What else do we have here? Flame Chompers. The Boom Ba Boom, which has already been a popular one, does create a Flame Chompers, which is a created card in hand. You have things like the Calculated Creation. Like, I'm talking about like a full-on specific deck that is for NORRA. Like, you're literally just trying to get NORRA, have her on the field, and then literally just summon a bunch of nonsense and have the portals just kind of RNG to victory. Same thing like this. Discreet Invitation is another one that they have. Let's see. Iterative Improvement obviously is a good one, a good copy of a thing. This card is a brand new card. Savage Scribe. Discard up to 2 cards. Create that many followers from your reasons that cost 1 more and reduce their cost. But boom, those are 2 created followers based on what you discard. And also, which is cool about the PNZ, is that the discard. Let's say you get a bunch of trash, which I was watching Grappler's video, and when he's talking about Ione and Karma creating trash, but the regions that he combines with Karma doesn't have any way to get rid of them, right? But if you were to do this and you get a bunch of clutter, PNZ actually does have discard. They actually have ways to get rid of those extra cards that are formulated in hand once your board is full. And then also, let's not forget that you could just play over the other cards on the field that are crap and replace them with better cards if you need to. Trail of Evidence theoretically could get you created cards, a created unit to play, but I think that's a little wonky, right? That's not exactly what we're looking for. That's not as consistent. This one obviously created a bunch of cards in the deck. I don't think you'll be using that though. I was waiting to get to him. When I'm summon 2 Cask. This is 2 towards her level up using the Use Cast Salesman. He was the one I was really looking for. But yes, that's an instant, not instant, but that's 2. You already did the 0 mana 1 for the first 2 turns, so you're playing that. So you have 2 Poros, you have 2 things for them. That's 4 right there. That has nothing to do with playing any other thing. You could level her up pretty damn quick. I'm just saying. Evil Imperfections, because people love this card. You know, people really love this card, and I think that you know, why not? There's another way that you could, but this is that'd be a slower version of leveling up. I'm trying to see how quickly you could level up. I might have passed by a card or 2 that might have been that might help my cause here. This is a good one too. Again, that's turn 5. That's a little bit too late. this would work with her as well. I think it'd be interesting to see a University Piltover deck, but the problem is that you lose your entire hand, so you'll have to play stuff. But if you're getting a bunch of portal stuff, maybe your hand's not important. Maybe you do that and you run Jinx or something like that. I definitely think... Oh yeah, this one is a good example too. Some of the Jace cards, right? Summon 2 Forge Workers. The other thing that I completely skipped over, the 3 mana landmark. Here it is. This creates a Forge Worker as well, and then it refills the thing. And I don't think PZ is the only option. I do think that, like I said, Shadow Isles has a ton of free created units. I mean, and Shadow Isles has a decent amount of buffs. The first card that I'm actually thinking of, obviously, with that 2 mana Haunted Relic. Haunted Relic gives you 3 right off the bat. My point to say this, oh yeah, you have this as well. My point to say is that it's really easy to level her and to run like a low cost kind of deck. Prey, another way to level her. Same thing with this, what is it? Prey's this one, and then this one, yeah, 1 mana, summon 2, summon another thing. And this was a really good one too. And also a lot of cards like Curse Keeper summons a created unit when it dies. Same thing with, where are you, sir? Hapless Aristocrat summons a unit when it dies. Hate Spike summons a random unit that will count. So Shadow Isles maybe can do it. And there's a lot of low cost stuff that I'm showing you here. So all this stuff was in 2 mana. Minion also keeps coming back over and over and over again. But then you don't have Victor, which is lowering the cost of other created nonsense that you have going on in the deck. But I still think, for what I'm saying, is that it's very easy to level her. Oh yeah, Salter is in here too. Very easy to level her. I think the payoff, especially, is immaculate, because when you're looking at the payoff, it just I mean, yes, 4, 5, 6, 7, but that's a lot. Like I'm not gonna go into looking at all the 4, 5, 6 cost followers in the game, because we're also getting new ones, right? So I do think eventually they will nerf her. And this is my super mega prediction. I feel like they'll nerf her eventually, and that she can only summon from the regions that you're using, because the variance behind what she's doing right now is crazy. Or maybe they need it to be that random to stop people from specifically summoning something. Like I said, if I go Shadow Isles, I can do the Evasive Hydravine if I get a high roll on the 7. And sometimes a 7 cost unit is not that good. It's so gross. It's obviously gross. I'm very curious to look at other people's opinions, and more specifically, if you're watching this video, I'm very curious of what you think about NORRA and her package and her Bando City randomness. Do you think it's toxic? Do you think I'm overreacting? Do you think that it's not going to be that good? Depending on how many cards that they print for this and how easy it is, like, remember, you're running as many of this nonsense as you can, plus another archetype and champion that synergizes with it. And I think you're gonna be doing absolutely fine, because you're gonna have so many blockers. There's no limitation on how many portals can pop, because it's a boon. The same thing like a chime. So many cards can pop off of 1 portal. Not 1 portal, but 1 card, right? And if you have enough draw, you're good. I think that's the only thing you see here. There is some draw. This has some draw on it. But there's, I guess that's where you're gonna need. You're gonna need draw. And there's a lot of other things you can give into that give her draw. And I'm pretty sure one, like, I'm talking in circles, but I'm actually kind of hyped. I definitely want to see her, and I think that she's going to be very strong. She, has 2. I'm hyped. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done. I'm proud.